Afternoon everyone, hope you've had a good day today. I'm here to go through the 6 arithmetic questions I set you this morning. Okay, so question number 1, 97 multiplied by 0. Well, we know whenever we multiply a number by 0, the answer is always 0. This is why multiplication is what we call commutative, which means that you can switch the order of the numbers that you are multiplying together and you'll still get the same answer. So if you think about it, we know that the multiplication sign is also known as of, and when we multiply we're finding lots of something. So 0 lots of 97, 0 lots of 97. Well, if we want no lots of anything, it's always 0, isn't it? We don't want any amount of those things whenever we're multiplying by. It could be elephants, bananas, whatever it might be. Okay, so the answer is 0. Number 3, 7/8 take away 1/3. Now I've already started doing the workings to speed things up. The problem is at the moment is we've got 2 different denominators and we need to make them the same by finding the lowest common multiple. So I'm going to do my 8 times table first. 8, 16, 24. Now I know 24 because I know my times tables really well, and a 24 is in the 3 times tables. So I'm going to stop there. I'm then going to do my 3 times table up until 24. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So I've now made the 2 denominators the same by finding the lowest common multiple. Now remember, whatever I do to the bottom, the denominator, I must also do to the top number, the numerator. So I've multiplied 8 by 1, 2, 3. So I must now multiply this 7 by 3 as well, which gives me 21. So my new fraction is 21 over 24. I multiply 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So I must also do that to the 1. So 8 multiplied by 1 is 8. So my new fraction is 8 over 24. Now remember, the operation that we are performing is subtraction. So I'm going to take away 21, take away 8, which equals 13. And the denominator, we know we don't subtract from one another, that stays the same. So my answer would be 13 over 24. Okay, 8,100 divided by 900. Now what I'm going to do to make things really easy for myself is cancel out the 2 zeros to make 81 divided by 9, and because I know my 9 times table really well, I know that there are 9 9s in 81, so I can also do the inverse. 9 times 9 equals 81, so my answer would be 9. And you don't have to add the zeros back onto the answer. You do this within this particular question to make it easier for yourself and more manageable. Okay, so 9 plus 3 multiplied by 4. Now it's really important that you understand BIDMAS and write this down before tackling this particular number problem. Now this is the order of priority for when you tackle questions like this. So we know that in BIDMAS, multiplication comes before addition. So I'm going to do the multiplication part of the problem first. So 3 multiplied by 4 we know is 12. And then I'm going to add my remaining number, 9. So 12 add 9 I know is 21. So 21 is your answer. Here we go, a subtraction problem. We are subtracting a 5-digit number away from a 6-digit number here. So 2 fairly large numbers. We always start subtracting from the smallest digit. So 4 take away 2 is 2. 3 take away 4 we can't do. Why? Because the top number is smaller than the bottom number. So therefore, this number has to go and borrow from his next door neighbour. However, his next door neighbour doesn't have anything. So they need to go to their next door neighbour. He hasn't got anything either. So he's going to go to his next door neighbour and borrow 1. So that becomes a 6. And this now becomes a 10. Now this number can borrow from here. So this becomes a 9. This becomes a 10. And now the 3 can borrow from his next door neighbour. So this also becomes a 9. This here becomes a 13. So 13 take away 4, we know is 9. 9 take away 1 is 8. 9 take away 3 is 6. 6 take away 5 is 1. And 6 take away nothing is 6. Now the reason why the people who make up the test put in a question like this is to test your ability and your understanding of exchanging numbers. Okay, so it's really, really important to understand exchanging really, really well. Okay, so on to our final question. We are multiplying 39 by 61. So 39 lots of 61. I'm going to use the formal method to work out this particular question. Now the first thing that I need to do is multiply 9 and 3 by 1. So 1 times 9 I know is 9, and 1 times 3 is 3. Now I'm going to multiply both of these numbers by 6, but I must remember to put my 0 down, because if I partition this particular number here, we know that the value of this digit is 60 and the value of this digit is 1. So I'm actually multiplying 9 and 3 by 60. So I've got to remember to put my 0 in. So 6 times 9 I know is 54. And 6 times 3 I know is 18. So I'm going to add 5, which makes 23. And then I must remember now to add these two numbers together. So 9 and 0 is 9, 3 and 4 is 7, 3 and nothing is 3, and 2 and nothing is also 2. So 2,379 is your answer. Okay, so just pause on this screen, double check the answers, see how many you've got out of 6, put a comment below, or comment if you were stuck and need me to do a separate video, or individually send you a video to help you and support you with any of these arithmetic skills. Well done guys for giving it a go, and I'll see you tomorrow for another 6 arithmetic questions. Enjoy the rest of your day.